Hi everybody, Bald&curious here. Finally, after 3 weeks, I had the time to do this time and space. This winter's been horrible. But you saw my initial impression of the Beretta 92G from Wilson Combat. Now here's a actual, little review. So, this is it comes out of the box, the manual and stuff, the gun, the lock. Supposed to come with the 3 magazines. Being in New York, these are 10-round mags. Mine only came with the 1 mag. Oh, should I say no mags? I had to buy a 10-round mag because it came with the high cap magazines, and those I just had shipped to my brother-in-law in Pennsylvania. Hopefully he can use it. And I wound up buying well, these are Italian-made magazines. Okay, this cost me $50 at the store, and I wind up buying 2 more on eBay, which are the same, and I wind up paying $50 for both of them, including shipping. So, great place to buy stuff, eBay. Now, let's get to the gun. Now, most of you are probably familiar with the Beretta. It's not your regular Browning linkless system. This uses a short recoil delayed locking block system, which is supposedly yields in a faster cyclic rate. As you slide travel, you can see that your barrel doesn't tilt, and since it has this big cutout, it virtually eliminates the stovepipes. So far only shot a couple hundred rounds through it. It's been too cold, too bitter. Supposed to be in the 40s this week. Hopefully most of the snow will be gone, and I can actually go and shoot it. But so far I really like it. Like I said, this is a 92G, which means it's a decocking. Okay, there's no safety. There's a decocking, which means, let me make sure it's clear for all the safety Nazi, which means your first shot is going to be double action, and then all the consecutive shots will be single action. Now, before we talk about anything else, besides the actual fit and finish, beautiful grips, and there's other stuff that Wilson does. They change the side, the hammer, a couple other things they do, the checkering. Those are mostly cosmetics. Let's get to the trigger. This thing has a sweet trigger. First of all, the actual shape. I really like the shape. It really fits real good. The single action is real nice and light. I mean, the reset is not bad, but this is, I don't have a trigger pull gauge, but I'm gonna say in a 4-pound range. Definitely no more than 4 pounds, and it's really nice and crisp. The nice thing is a double action. Look at the double action. Smooth, no creep. It's heavier. It's gotta be 8-9 pounds, but it's smooth. It's just, you can see that you pull on the trigger, the gun doesn't move. It's just nice and smooth. Now, as a benchmark, I'm going to compare it. Let me get rid of the box. I'm going to compare it to my CZ75. This is SP01 Shadow Target from CZ Custom with their trigger work. The one thing I don't like, after about 2 years I had it, I'm going to have to do something about it, is this curved trigger. I have to change it, I believe, to a 85 model. It's not a sweep, because this one kind of pinches your finger. It's like too much curve. It's not really that big of a deal when you're in a single action, because you're not depressing it that much, so you don't really notice it. But when you wanna go do double action, it is quite a bit. Now let's see these two guns side by side, okay, in a single action. Now here's a take up on the Beretta. So I'm gonna say Beretta's a little bit shorter. The CZ has a little nicer trigger, but the brake on the Beretta is just a little crispier, I'm gonna say. Okay. Now let's compare the reset. We got about half an inch on this. This is only about quarter inch, so it's a lot shorter. But the double action is once you do double action on the Beretta, this just feels wrong for some reason. It's not as smooth. It even feels a little heavier. So kudos to Wilson Combat for doing excellent trigger job on this. I got a holster coming for this, so I'm gonna take this and run it in the leak. Let's see how it does. I got 3 max, so I'm all set for a basic IDPA Tuesday night we do. But I hate to say it, CZ might get replaced. Weight wise, you know, CZ is a little lighter, but the fit in the hand, I'm gonna say it's really hard. It's really hard to decide. This becomes one of my favorite guns real fast. You know, I like the flatting on a magwell, just like on a CZ, so it makes inserting magazine real fast. The Wilson mag release is nice. You know, you barely have to change your grip. No, I mean CZ's got extended, so it's really, you know, no comparison there, but you gotta hand it to Wilson. Now, the field strip, you know, it's just like any other Beretta. Okay, nothing to it. Here's your delayed locking block system. Okay, it's not like linkless design in a CZ. We're back together, just repeat the process. Oh, come on. It's got a full-size metal guide ride. I don't know why, but it has these little flutes. I'm not really sure what the purpose is. I'm done. Okay, now the cons. The biggest con I have are the sights. Now, it has a Trigicon in the front, which is nice. It glows at night real nice. It has this U-notch in the back, which I'm assuming it's supposed to be a combat sight, which I'd say is fine. It's got a sharp edge, so you can rack it on a slide, but definitely not a competition gun, because it's really hard to pick it up fast, and that U-notch gets a little confusing, you know, especially since most of us are used to square. So, you know, that's one thing I might have to change. This is, you know, I'm assuming this was designed as a carry gun, as a home defense, and stuff like that, not as a range gun, as a competition model. So hence the 3D in front side, which is, you know, like I said, it's nice. But the side picture itself, you know, like I said, it could be me because it's something new. But go like this. It leaves something to be desired. You gotta get used to it. But so far, that's about the only bad thing I found. Well, I shouldn't say the only. Also, as far as the holsters, yes, there's plenty of holsters, but since this has accessory rail, your options are a little more limited than the regular 92 FS. Same goes pretty much with this one. The rail doesn't really help. Some final thoughts. I freaking love it. You saw me shooting the gun. It shoots real nice. Awesome Combat does excellent job on fit and finish. Like I said, only a few hundred rounds, but nothing really came loose. Gun feels real tight. The grips they put on, they're just awesome. Same goes for a mag release, and the hammer stuff that they do. So far, absolutely love it. Alright, I'm gonna put it through its paces, the nearest competition, and I'll keep you posted. For now, have fun, keep shooting.